If you're getting a P0430 error code, this video is going to show you different methods to fix the error code at home. This error could be caused by 6 possible faults in your car, and we have covered 9 potential solutions to fix this code at home. P0430 is a common error indicating, meaning the catalytic converter isn't working efficiently. This can lead to higher emissions, and the converter or related parts should be inspected or replaced to maintain clean vehicle performance. Under this circumstance, short-distance driving is permitted, but your vehicle should be repaired as soon as possible. These are some possible causes of catalyst system efficiency below the threshold. Here are 2 different methods to solve this problem. Method 1. Use a catalytic converter cleaner. Use a cleaner of your choice. Simply pour the cleaner into the gas tank. Then, you can drive at least 150 miles. Method 2. Wash the catalytic converter. Now, the first thing you need to do is to remove the catalytic converter from your vehicle. Then take a bucket and put some water and detergent in it. Put the catalytic converter into the solution and soak it for 10 to 12 hours to remove all the crud inside it. Now you see it looks clear and neat. Oxygen sensor. Oxygen sensors, also known as 0-2 sensors, help determine whether the air-fuel ratio of combustion engines is rich or lean in real time. Oxygen sensors are located before and after the catalytic converter, and here are the sensors' locations. A faulty oxygen sensor may cause black smoke to come out from the exhaust. You can notice full efficiency loss and produce a sulfur-like or rotten egg smell. Here are 2 methods to fix the oxygen sensor. Modify the oxygen sensor. You can remove the oxygen sensor from the converter and P0430 by putting extra space between the sensor and the converter. And now getting the smart plug non-fouler is now having enough space to fit into the oxygen sensor, and then use a 1/2-inch drill to refit it. By doing this, put them together and put back on the catalytic converter. Oxygen sensor replacement. Carefully remove the oxygen sensor from the catalytic converter and visually check the oxygen sensor electrical connections, wire harness, and metal tabs for any damages. If damages are found, then replace the oxygen sensor. Spark plugs. A spark plug is a crucial component in a gasoline engine that ignites the air-fuel mixture inside the engine's cylinders by producing a spark. Typically, spark plugs in 4-cylinder engines are relocated on the engine's top or side in a row. Spark plugs and inline 6-cylinder engines are usually located on the top or side of the engine head. Faulty spark plugs can result in an increase in exhaust emissions and poor acceleration while driving. If your spark plugs are completely dysfunctional, your car will not be able to start. Here is one method to fix the spark plug. Adjust the spark plug. The spark plugs are located at the engine end of the wires under the plug covers that attach them. First, carefully remove the spark plug. Use the spark plug gapper to check the spacing of this spark plug. Normally, spacing should be between 0.024 to 0.071 inches. As you see, the spacing of this spark plug is bit low. Use the spark plug gapper to increase the spacing back to the normal range. But if you see there is obvious damage on the spark plug, just simply replace it with a new one. Fuel injectors. Fuel injectors are part of the engine's fuel delivery system that delivers precise gasoline or diesel. They have an atomizing nozzle that distributes the petrol or diesel evenly for optimum combustion and efficiency. Most fuel injectors are located at the head of the engine. They are mounted in the intake manifold so that they spray fuel directly into the engine. A faulty fuel injector can cause a short or uneven supply of fuel, leading to a rough or violent idle. It may also cause engine vibrations because the corresponding cylinder cannot fire properly. Additionally, you might notice white smoke coming out of the tailpipe. Here is one method to fix the fuel injectors. Replace fuel injectors. Inspect the leaking fuel injectors on the fuel rail. Carefully remove the fuel injector. Make sure the new injector has new seals and never use the old seats over. When you change the fuel injectors, change them all as a set. Otherwise, the engine will run unevenly. To prevent leaking, get some gasoline, put it in a cup, and then dip the new fuel injector into it. So the seals may get wet with gasoline, and it will go in and won't leak. After all, just slide all the new fuel injectors in. Exhaust pipe. The entire exhaust system conveys burnt gases from the engine and includes one or more exhaust pipes. It is comprised of many pipes and pieces that work in conjunction to provide a way for exhaust gases to escape the engine under the vehicle. The exhaust pipes run along the undercarriage of the vehicle, eventually ending with the visible tailpipe. A faulty exhaust pipe causes a loud sound coming out from the exhaust system. When you rev up, the engine generates a strong smell in the exhaust emissions, and you may experience poor acceleration while diving. Here are two methods to fix the exhaust pipe. Paste the exhaust leaks. If you have a leak around the comer, get some exhaust putty to seal it up. First, get sandpaper and a wet wipe to clean the leaking area or better application. Stir the paste well to activate it. Apply and press the paste to seal the leaking area. After the application, don't start the engine because the positive pressure from the exhaust will blow out the paste. Let it cure for 2 to 24 hours, depending on the external temperature. Wrap up the exhaust leaks. Exhaust pipes are made out of rolled steel, and there is a welded seam on them. Like this one, the seam will often rota-leak. First, get sandpaper and a wet wipe to clean the leaking area for better application. Get the heat wrap out and put into the water for about 40 to 50 seconds to start the activation process. Then remove it and squeeze out any excess water. Wrap it around the area and overlap it a couple of inches on each side. Repeat the process 3 or 4 times. Then squeeze it to make the resin go all through it. Start the car and let it run for 30 minutes so the heat cures it and makes a permanent fix. ECT sensor. The ECT sensor, or the engine coolant temperature sensor, is an engine management system sensor that is used to monitor the temperature of the engine's coolant. The primary ECT sensors are installed near the thermostat in the cylinder head or block or on the thermostat housing. A faulty ECT sensor can result in a rough idle. You may have trouble starting your car and find your engine is overheating. Here is one method to fix the ECT sensor. Replace ECT sensor. Remove the ECT sensor from the engine. Use a multimeter to proceed with a test on the ECT sensor at an ambient temperature of 68 degrees Fahrenheit. The sensor resistance is between 2,000 ohms to 3,000 ohms. If you do not get a reading, this indicates that the ECT sensor is faulty and needs to be replaced. Once you resolve these issues, you can reconnect the scanner to the car and select Erase Code to turn off the check engine light. So here are 9 practical solutions to fix the P0430 error code. If you like this video, don't forget to subscribe to our channel. Thanks for watching.